Need a net of falling to my feet. Looking for something that I really need. That I stumbled on a channel so divine. Just like a flower portal to another time. A channel with a mystical flair. Gotta make the lesson set and clear. 369 time mission readings take me to the higher place. Unlocking my intuition, feeling spirit's embrace. From empath to psychic abilities, tarot cards and more. I'm catching all the vibes like I never did before.
Goodbye.
Certain people and certain things just ain't gonna exist anymore.
Or could it be that they exist, but just like not in your reality? Because I know for a fact that some people that don't exist, I mean, I don't want to say are irrelevant, but like I don't even think about, but they're still existing somewhere.
Yeah, it's probably it's a separation of dimensions to me. Because it's like I always see things before they happen ahead of time. That's just how I've been my entire time here. So it's like I'm seeing just how people think their psychology is going to change. I had made a video about the definition of dreams will change eventually. Well,
what do you think the definition of dreams is now?
Now it's like it's just your thoughts in your brain, and your brain is making these images, and that's not true. It's going to switch from that. It's going to go more into, they know that people are actually quantum jumping or going to different realities when they sleep. So all the different information that you pull from different realities and manifest within this world, they're going to start trying to use that against you.
So do you consciously make it a point sometimes, maybe certain times of the month or a year or what have you, do you consciously quantum leap, this is what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do this to do, or is it just something that you don't like to talk about, or is it just something that you just think just happens spontaneously?
Sometimes I consciously do it. Tell myself before I go to sleep, form a certain intention just to go to a certain place to get information. Okay. Other times it is just random, it just happens.
So do you think so it sounds like, okay, so you're saying like when you go to sleep, have you ever tried like any other ways? Have you heard of any methods to like how catapult yourself into
this? Everybody has different techniques, but I always suggest do what comes naturally to you, because I don't believe in no uniform way of doing anything happening to your abilities or getting information. You can use those abilities, like I used to use Palo Santo, like burning it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like sage. I don't like the smell. I don't like the smell of it. But I like wood. So burning
like
that.
Cedar?
It's not like cedar. It's different than cedar. It's almost like a fresher tree smell.
It's got a sweeter smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, well.
But some reason I gravitate towards it. I like that. I burn candles. I like different candles. So it's like everybody has these different techniques of meditating or centering your energy. Whatever technique you have, use it.
That's cool. I don't know what the feeling of, but I don't want to be presumptuous, but I know, at least where I live, it's been so cloudy. And part of it is because of the time of year, but we've had uncharacteristically warm.
Just flew by your screen.
Oh, probably an orb.
Yeah, it went from the side.
Yeah. So my altar is right here. Mm-hmm. So it happens, and it's exciting. So thank you for telling me. But I was just gonna say really quick, I think they're putting something in the clouds, and I'm like I'm not even in. And I think we're breathing shit in.
Yep. We are.
And unfortunately, it's being absorbed in our skin and the water. And I'm trying to be strong, but it seems like a lot of people I know everyone, even dare I say, is like in some way, shape, or form feeling like bogged down and so for me lately, it's just been listen, well, I don't want to say I'm selfish and I don't want to say I'm self-centered, but at the same time, that's what I mean, but not in the low vibrational, negative way. But saying all that to say, oh shit. I just completely the thought just flew away. I guess I wasn't supposed to say it. I literally don't know.
Oh no, something flew by right before you stopped talking. I'm watching you and I'm watching the background just to see what's flying around.
Oh, it's showing out my head, so I guess shut my mouth, I guess.
I don't know. I know they've been putting stuff in the clouds. Well, those aren't real clouds that we're seeing anyway.
Do you think all of the time or just most of the time? There's got to be something real up there.
Most of the time. Most of the time it's sprayed around about 6 a.m. That's when you start seeing that stuff expanding, start to form like clouds. And then usually around nighttime when the sun goes down, that's when those clouds, so-called clouds, disappear.
Well, I gotta tell you, it's different times here. It starts around 11:30, 12 a.m. And I live in the city. And it's just loud and they literally go for hours. I've woken up at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and they still just be, and it's they go up and down. I'm not even kidding. We watched it, looked out the window, the plane goes this way, then it comes back and it goes this way, and it goes this way. It's literally what is it that I'm trying to say? Laps. It's making laps.
Crisscross.
Yeah. And I'm yo, they really are not even hiding this shit. We can see this. And I know we can see it.
Oh yeah, come on down to the Fly Factory where the beats are bumping and the vibes are fly. We got the 808s kicking and the melodies move just like a fresh paint and a brand new. If you need a trim or a quick shave, FlyFactorBarberLounge at your call. Yeah, located in Lawrenceville, GA. Give them a call or just stop on by. They'll hook you up and make you look so fly. Come on down to the Fly Factory where the beats are bumping and the vibes are fly. We got the 808s kicking and the melodies move just like a fresh paint and a brand new. If you need a trim or a quick shave, FlyFactorBarberLounge at your call. Yeah, located in Lawrenceville, GA.
Would you describe yourself as empathic?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have a question. I was actually talking about this the other day as well. So I'm not sure if I am an empath or not. I feel as though I can identify with, I'm not going to go as far as to say I can identify with everybody. That's not. But I could definitely, I can feel, right? I can feel the shift in a room. So I say all that to say, I'm also, according to other people and people in my life, I've been told that I'm very cold and that I lack empathy. And I've actually been told that all my life. And so I think the people that are closest to me, 2 people that are closest, 3 that are super close, they know I'm not a cold person, right? But at the same time, certain things I've never been able to oh, this is gonna sound so crazy, but cry. When I can think of one funeral in my life genuinely that I've been to that I cried. But there are also people that I like genuinely love, but I don't know. And I don't know if it's because I have a different belief or I have like a different feeling. Like, I don't believe that that's the end of that person. I believe it's the end of that, you know, that skin, right?
Mm-hmm.
But nobody wants to hear that, especially when they're like mourning a loved one, you know? So I just don't really say much because I never know the right things to say. So that's just an example. And then I just have a hard time feeling empathy, but at the same time, I don't. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because I used to judge myself feeling like that too. Because I wouldn't cry at funerals. I think I only cried at like one funeral when I was younger. I had like a best friend that was like a brother to me. And that was it. That was like when I was 15. And then anybody else, like family members, I would go to the funeral, but I'm just sitting there. It's like I don't cry, but
No, I know it's same.
But as of like, I say around about 2019, when I was like really tapping into like all my abilities, that's when I became like real sensitive, like, and I didn't know what was going on. Like, I would be crying, but it wouldn't be me. I was actually picking up somebody else's thoughts.
Right. That's true.
And I would be crying. I'm like, damn, what is going on? It was because I'm picking up. So it's like, now I know how to sympathize with certain people. Because like, I'll get certain messages. Like when I had this ghost apparition appear to me, like in a room, and they wanted me to pass a message to their relative. And like, when I finally gave the person the message, it was like, I was crying because I was hearing their message and their voice and how they were feeling, but it was coming through me. And I was always told that too, because it's like, I don't really show emotion.
That's interesting, because I think people do have different techniques. I have my way that I do, but I do also feel like another way to do that or to quantum leap is to set your intention when you go to sleep. This is when I wake up. For example, when I wake up, I'm going to be in my desired reality, and your desired reality is whatever it is that your desired reality is. Do you believe that?
Yeah, sometimes, and sometimes I'm just in the experience. Like today I woke up and I was hella tired. Like I was just sleepy when I woke up. So I was feeling weird all day. I was like, man, let me go to the park so I can get some oxygen. And I wasn't really thinking about anything, just because I was feeling off today. I wasn't feeling that, didn't have a lot of energy. So sometimes I think we're just supposed to be in the moment, just be in the now, not really concentrate on certain intentions. Because you got to have a certain time where you're experiencing, and then you have a certain time where you're forming your intents and you're focusing and meditating. It's
You're
like
right.
like breathing, you go in, out.
Yeah.
So
I love that you said that. You're right. You're absolutely right. And I think that, well, I'll speak for myself, it can get easy to forget that sometimes present moment is what matters. Not what happened, what's been happen. Present moment is like the only real. So I think it's good. I love that you said that. So I was watching this documentary earlier today, actually. It was about Antarctica, and it was about how it used to be not where it is right now. And it used to be like, I want to say like up closer to where India is now. I don't know. Don't get me to lying. But anyway, about how underneath like all of the melted ice and all of that, there's probably a whole another civilization going on like 2 miles below the ice. And like, it was really interesting. And it also kind of ticked me off, which I don't really get ticked off easily, but I got kind of ticked off because I'm like, I want to learn this stuff. Like, why didn't they teach us this shit? Like, this is the stuff that I would have liked to learn in school. Like,
yeah, you ain't gonna learn shit in school. It's like, you're gonna learn everything in real life, in the now. Because I don't think nothing that they teach us is real, because I try to use my abilities to learn. Like when I go to sleep, I try to astral project. see how far I can go. And from what I've seen, I don't think that the world is round. From what I've seen, that's all I'll say.
So what have you seen?
I've seen just other land outside of what they consider the world. It's like we're being shown a circle. We're inside of a circle, but there's stuff outside of the circle. There's more land.
So like the Truman Show?
Pretty much. Because that's what I was talking about, like the split. Is like, why isn't there more people that are consciously aware using their abilities? Why aren't remote viewers jumping around looking at certain stuff?
Okay, so because I don't want to assume, so let me clarify. Are you saying that, do you believe the earth is flat?
Yeah, I see it as a plane, like a plane that never ends. And
just like a piece of land that just goes on infinitely?
Yeah, it's like you can reach certain edges, but the edges will just go to other dimensions. But as far as from what I've seen, is what they call the world is like a circle. Outside of that, what they call like the ice wall, there's more land. So that's where other people actually live, and where you get certain people with different abilities, taller people, bigger people, people that they call aliens, all that stuff. That's outside of the ice wall.
To the fly factory, where the beats are bubbling and the vibes are fly. We got the 808s kicking and the melodies move just like a fresh fade and a brand new. If you need a trim or a quick shave cut, FlyFactorBarberLounge at your call. Yeah, located in Lawrenceville, GA. Give them a call or just stop on by. They'll hook you up and make you look so fly. Come on down to the Fly Factory, where the beats are bubbling and the vibes are fly. We got the 808s kicking and the melodies move just like a fresh fade and a brand new. If you need a trim or a quick shave cut, FlyFactorBarberLounge at your call. Yeah, located in Lawrenceville, GA.